Progressive overload is something that a lot of people get wrong, so let's make this right. It goes as follows. It's going to be rep quality first, then rep increase, then weight increase. So what this looks like is, let's say you have an exercise where you programmed 3 sets, meaning you're going to do the exercise 3 times in a row, and you've put 6 to 8 repetitions for each set, all right? How you do progressive overload for this is increasing the reps once you get sufficient quality across the board. So if you're doing your last set and it's barely making 6, you want to actually make 6. Then you're going to increase the reps on the first set, then the second and third. So it might look something like this. 6 reps for each time you do it. The next time you go back to that exercise in the week, you might get 7 reps, 6, 6. Then the next week, you might get 8, 7, 6. Then you might get 8, 8, 7. Then you get 8, 8, 8. And once you're completing all of those sets with good proficiency and completing the high amount of reps for each one, you've got all 8 and they all look good, then you increase the weight, all right? The reason why you want to do it like this is because it will lengthen the amount of time you have with an exercise, and muscles do best with long-term adaptation. Lengthening that time means that you are getting the maximum amount of stimulus with that movement. You don't want to just increase the weight once you get 8, 8, and if you're still 7 here, or maybe you're just 8 here, 7, and 6. So a lot of guys, they'll increase the weight, and then what happens is that you started doing that exercise in full ROM, but at the end of the month, you're doing it and it's partials across the board because the weight is just way too heavy and you have not adapted to doing it in a full range of motion. And that's what we want. We want you to be able to perform that movement in its full range of motion with excellent rep quality, meaning excellent mechanical tension. And if you just increase the weight over and over and over and have not adapted to that weight in its entirety, then you will start to lose mechanical tension so that you can merely hold the weight on the bar or lift it off the ground. Now we're out of the range of progressive overload and we're into the range of ego lifting, and that's not what we want. So again, rep quality, make sure those reps are good. Rep increase, make sure you can get the maximum amount of reps for all of your sets. Then weight increase. That's progressive overload. That's how it's done. And for the people who are like, oh, I don't want to add weight to the bar, I just want to do the same weight forever because I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder or a power lifter. First of all, it's going to take you a lot longer than you think to look like fucking Ronnie Coleman or to be as strong as Half Thor. You're not going to be Eddie Hall and you're not going to be Chris Bumstead. You're just a regular average natural. It's not going to happen for you. You might as well dive. This is like chicks who think they're going to look like Samson Dauda the minute that they start doing weightlifting. It's not going to happen. It takes a long time to put on muscle mass. So please dive into strength. And for those who are like, well, I can get strong, I can rep my way to strength. No, you can't. High threshold motor units are not activated with reps alone. They need heavy eccentrics. Heavy eccentrics. Heavy relative to you, not heavy relative to powerlifting in general, but heavy relative to you. That is progressive overload. I want better for you. You should want better for yourself. So remember, quality, increase in reps, then increase in weight, and thank me later.